Hello friends, this is Ramut from Learn with Projects. Today I'm going to deal with some internal combustion engine basics. In the last lecture, we have seen some definitions like heat engine, what is an IC engine, what are the types and classification, what are the parts to comprise an IC engine, and basic terminology to describe an engine. So in this lecture, we're going to see working cycles of IC engines. In which type of the way the IC engines go, or run, and working of IC engines based on the number of cycles. So now let's see what is an Otto cycle. In an Otto cycle, it has four steps like compression of the gas, heat addition to the gas, and expansion of the gas due to heat addition, and rejection of heat from the gases to surroundings. So generally speaking, a ideal gas or any gas in the Otto cycle, initially the gas undergoes compression adiabatically, and at the constant volume at the end of the compression cycle, at the end of the compression, so at the constant volume heat is added to the gases, so which which then gives the huge amount of work like expanding of those gases and returning some useful work from the expansion during the expansion. And as we can relate to our PMM1, that is perpetual motion machine of kind 1. So when we have taken some useful work by addition of some heat, so there will be some loss of heat that will be at the end of the expansion process. So after the expansion process, the heat is ejected to the atmosphere within a constant volume. So when we speaking about petrol engines, those are similar to Otto cycles because fuels like petrol have very high ignition temperature, so they need some external agents like spark plug because they give huge amount of heat at a small interval of gap. So this has comprised of four strokes like intake stroke, where the fresh charge is taken into the cylinder. Next, the fresh charge is compressed, that is compression stroke. At the end of the compression, there will be heat addition fuel which was compressed in the cylinder will get combust. So due to the combustion process, due to the combustion of the fuel, the gas will be expanded adiabatically over the inside the cylinder, which generates power stroke. So at the end of the power stroke, the combusted gases will be sent to the surroundings, that is an exhaust stroke. This is the general cycle of petrol engines. And coming to diesel cycles, so this is also similar to Otto cycle, but they have heat addition process in a different way. So the gas is first compressed to the set temperature, and heat is added at that pressure, at the constant pressure, and later on, due to the addition of heat, work is generated, and the work is delivered by expansion process. At the end of the expansion process, heat is rejected to the atmosphere in constant volume. So coming to comparing with diesel engines, so initially intake stroke, where the air is sucked into the engine, the cylinder, and the air is compressed. It is compressed adiabatically. So the fuel is injected atomized state into the cylinder. So the combustion takes place. That is similar to heat addition process. So due to the addition of fuel injection into the cylinder, so the combustion takes place. So the combustion leads to production of gas pressure, which then gives the useful work in the power stroke. And at the end of the power stroke, again the exhausted material will be sent out in the exhaust stroke. So that is about diesel cycles. So here we can see two-stroke engines. So two-stroke engine comprises of same piston, connecting rod, crankshaft, crankcase, cylinder block, cylinder head, injector or spark plug. This is an exhaust port. This is intake port. This is transfer port. These are some different identifications in two-stroke engines. So initially, when the piston moves from TDC to PDC, initially when the piston is at TDC, the intake port is open. So then the fresh charge is sucked into the crankcase. So when the piston moves from TDC to PDC, there will be pressure difference created between crankcase and transfer port. So which leads to flow of fuel into the cylinder through the transfer port. So in meanwhile, the exhausted material will be sent through the exhaust port. So again, from BDC to TDC, the piston moves, so which leads to compression, and the power and the combustion takes place. And in the meanwhile, intakes take place like a suction of fuel into the crankcase. So later on, the after the combustion of the fuel, the piston moves from TDC to PDC, which leads to passage of exhaust gases through the exhaust port, and intake of fresh charge into the cylinder through the transfer port. So this is general port diagram. This is resembled with respect to crankshaft positioning. Uh, crankshaft positioning. So here we can see what is the stroke means, the distance between TDC to PDC. So when the piston moves from PDC to TDC, it is one stroke, and the piston moves from TDC to PDC, it is also one stroke. So for two strokes, we are getting one power stroke, that is two stroke engine. But where we are coming to the four stroke engine, the piston moves four times between TDC to PDC. So in the four times, we are getting one power stroke. So here we can see that. So initially the inlet valve is open, so the fresh charge is sucked when the piston moves from TDC to BDC. So at the end of the BDC, the valve will be closed and the piston moves from BDC to TDC, which leads to the compression of intake charge. So at the end of the compression, the heat is added either of the ways, like spark plug or fuel injector. So due to the heat addition, the combustion takes place, which leads to expansion of the gases. So that leads to power stroke. So here again the piston moves from TDC to BDC. So after reaching the BDC, the exhausted matter will be sent out through the exhaust valve. So when the piston reaches BDC, the exhaust valve opens. So again, from the BDC to TDC, the piston moves. So then the exhaust matter will be sent through the exhaust valve. So when the piston again reaches to the TDC, the exhaust valve closes and the inlet valve opens. So again, this is a continuous process. Until then, thank you. Learn new things in a new way. Then join with us. Learn with project.